Hello, lovely viewers out there. Welcome to another session of matte painting tutorial. And I'm Michael. I'll be running you through a brief process of how to generate another matte painting composition. Okay, so I'll be using the Adobe Photoshop software, and I have my images already set in it. So this is the first one. At the tab here, this is the second and the third. Okay, so this would be my background image, and the additional two would be fused in to aid me achieve my composition. Okay, so let's start. Now our layer is locked, so we go to layer panel and lock the layer. Now we also want to add in a little bit tone to this image since the light shade has taken over the space. Okay, so image, adjustment, then curves. Okay, so we want to play on the tone a bit of our image here. Okay, so let's see which one serves it right. Okay, so this one. All right, so we have the image here. I quickly want to go in for the second one. Unlock the layer. Now bring it to the first one. Okay, so I intend placing it at the back side. The back side, I mean, just placing it more or less at the view side, this side, the view section side of the artwork or the image showing, the first one. Yeah, so I first want to layer mask this image. So we'll go down the layer, then mask it. Okay, so I'll go for the brush tool. I want to do a little cleaning. Okay, so with the bracket, the left one would scale it down a bit to make my brush a little bit suitable as I want it to be. Okay, so I have it going for the move tool, scale it down a bit. I think placing it here will do. I want to place the mountain at the back of it so that this image would assume the forefront, while this one, that is the mountainous image here, would also assume to be at the background. Okay, so I think I still need to mask certain side out. So my layer is active, so I'm maxing it with the brush tool here. Okay, so I'm maxing it out here. All right, I think it's okay. Going for my move tool, I want to duplicate it to the other side so that the mountain would more or less be in a level plane view. Okay, so I'll press on my alt and drag. Okay, so it's double clicked. I want to bring it down here. Okay, but I'll move it up a bit. Okay, so the layer copy is right above the first image. That is the image of this edifice of the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum. Okay, so the layer is also maxed. So I also want to do the maxing out of the side I do not need. Okay, so I want to create that kind of inclined view of the mountain. So you see it coming up there but descending there. I want to more or less create some feel of perspective here. Okay, so that is it too. I think it's giving us an appealing view there, right there. Okay, so I think it's positioned there. So go for the move tool. Now I would also want to work on the sky a bit. I'd want to work on the sky, so I would go in for the sky, unlock the layer, drag it onto our main composition. The layer is quite big, so we'll stand at the edge of it and do the scale down. Okay, so to free it, hit on the correct mark there. Okay, so we have it there. We'll carry the layer upward so that the layer stands out at the moment. Okay, so I would also max it out. So the layer, the same process, then you click on the max. Okay, so we have a brush tool there, and I would want to also clear out some side of the image I wouldn't really be needing. Okay, So I think I at the moment scaling it up. Still I need to fall on my brush to max it out. Okay, so with the brackets, the right side, we'll do a little bit of cleaning. Okay, so I want to add up a view to our sky, so that is what I'm doing currently. Okay, to bring in the artistic view of our matte painting. Okay, so I think it's set. Going for the move tool here. I think we have the composition there. So right now we want to more or less bring out some tones. So with this one highlighted, I'll go to image, then adjustment, then I'll go to color balance. So I want to bring in the greenery effects a bit of a mountain which has some form of grass on it. This down grasses on it, kind of looks like a lawn. All right, so we have it here. All right, so a little bit of greenery effect to bring that kind of color view to it. Okay, so same approach, adjustment, then the color mixer to also bring that kind of greenery effect a bit. Okay, so I think this is okay for us. All right. Okay, so we also want to work on the sky here. Now go to the image of the menu bar. Now the adjustment also, then we come to saturation. I want to fill in a little bit of the blue effect there. So choose the blue side of it. So not too much though, because we also need to bear in mind of the realistic feel of the landscape as well. Okay, so we want to decrease the light shade a bit. Okay. All right, so we also on our main image we want to play with the tones a bit. So the curves. So I think the light shade is too much. Okay. So I think something like this will do. Okay. So we have our matte painting. Maybe we could also add a little touch of the pen tool to aid us, also bring in some tone. Okay, some toning of darkness here. Okay, so that is what we are doing now. We should bear in mind that this surface also must look real, so there should be some shades also around it. So we'll decrease the bend tool a bit to also depict the light and darkness of its view. Okay, so we're also going for the dodge tool to cast a little light around. So a little light around it, I think where appropriate. Okay, so that is it. We want to just play around some shades. Okay, so where appropriate, that is it. So a dodge tool there. All right, so viewers out there, this is our matte painting, one easy technique as well. Now I think we can go in for, lastly we can go in for the brush tool again, minimize it a bit for it's too much, just to also more or less bring a little whitish feel of dew just around the mountain, just around it. Okay, so okay, I think we are done. So with the move to, everything is set here. We have our composition well laid out within the space. Okay, so that is it. That is our matte painting session, and this is another composition of our matte painting. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I would entreat you to also try more with other techniques as well, with different views of landscape as well. Yes, okay, so thank you for viewing this session with me. Okay, and bye for now.